Okay, good morning, grade 6B. Every day we come in, we're going to spend maybe 5-6 minutes just writing a couple of sentences, no more than 3 at the most. In fact, most days you're just going to be editing some of your work. So this is Hassan's book, it's English and writing book. We're going to turn to the back of the book where you've got your writing goals, English goals there. You did a bit of editing the other day, and then you gave yourself some feedback. So what Hassan would do, he would skip a line from where he last left off. He's not going to rule a line in the middle. He wants to rule it on the line. So with his purple pen, if he likes, do that. And there it is. Yeah. So that's the next one. Now I'm just going to steal another book, so then I'm not actually writing in Hassan's book. Now this one is what you'd be doing. So you come in the morning, every morning you get your English writing book, you turn to the back, and you will write today's date, or each date, the day it is. And today's date, well, when you come in, will be the 1st of the 9th, 25. So I'll just make sure we can actually see what there's writing here. Put it here. So over the side here. Now I could put it just in the side here, and that's okay. Or you could put it here. I don't really mind. I'm going to put it to the side. So that would be the 1st of the 9th, 25. Now I could put it here. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to moan about that. There. And then my learning intention. If I actually wrote the date here, put the learning intention underneath. So my learning intention, L-I, and I'm looking up on the screen at the moment, on the board where you come in, and you only need to write this the one time for this particular exercise. Okay, so I'm going to put we are learning to add greater detail, add greater detail into our sentences. Now, clearly I'm not going to fit sentences in here, so I just come straight down here into our sentences. Full stop. Okay, that's that part there done. So, just going to underline that. I don't have to, but I'm just going to. Next part is where I actually going to write. Wow. I have to think, what am I going to write? What happened in the morning then when you came to school that morning? So this is from the time you wake up. So for Mr. Blair, I'm going to think about this morning, and this is what I actually did. I actually woke up at 5:15. I went for a run and came home, had a shower, had breakfast, and came to school. So that's all I'm going to write. My first, basically from the time I get up. So when you come to school on Monday morning, you will do exactly the same. Remember what, and so have a little bit of a think about what you did in that morning. So you spend a minute or two just thinking, okay, I'm going to write about that. I woke up, had breakfast, had a shower. My mum was annoying me, told me to get out of bed, whatever the case may be. So here I go. So I woke up at 5:15 this morning. Put a full stop because that's the end of my sentence. My running gear was at the end of my bed. I'm just going to put a full stop and I go, no, I'll go, which, looks like a full stop there, we don't need that. And as you can see, there's a bit of space. There's a good finger space in between each one. So we don't want to squash them all up. We don't want to make it too small. At the end of my bed, which I, capital I, put on and went jogging. And that might be it, full stop. And then I came home, I showered. Oh, no, but instead of saying I showered, I came home, showered, comma there, ate breakfast, and came to school. Full stop. Now that's it. I can see I've written 3 sentences. I read it again to myself. I woke up at 5:15 this morning, full stop. My running gear was at the end of my bed, which I put on and went jogging. Full stop. Capital letter, as you can see. I came home, comma, showered, comma, ate breakfast, and came to school. Full stop. Now that's it. That's all I need to do for that Monday. Now, Tuesday. We're not finished here. Probably just do that, and I might just. All right, so there's my little space right there. Tomorrow, or Tuesday when I come in, I would write 2nd of the 9th, 25. Don't need to write the learning intention because this is going to be the whole time. So just for this particular writing exercise, you can keep that same learning intention because the point is we're learning to add greater detail. Oh, did someone pick up a little error here? So into, there's supposed to be an O there, wasn't there? Into our sentences. Now that looks a bit squashed now. So I'm thinking I might get it. Well, actually, I'll get my purple pen, change that, and put it down here. Because we're practicing our editing skills as well. So just moving on. So the next day, I might revisit this. My choices are revisit this or write down what I did this morning when I woke up until I got to school. So basically, we're just looking at whatever time you got up to get into school. Now, let's just say I'm going to keep this one. I might then think, I want to make this better. I woke up at 5:15, perhaps a.m. So I'll rewrite that. 5:15 a.m. this morning to the sound of birds or my alarm clock making strange noises. My running gear, I don't even know what colour it was, so I might need to describe it if I'm going to explain it to everyone else. I like this part here, ate breakfast. Did I mention what breakfast I ate? No. So I might give a bit more detail in that one. So I could rewrite that, could only have 3 sentences again and just write that. In the third day, same situation. I might add a little bit more detail. So ultimately, after 2 weeks, that would be our first paragraph. We can keep editing, make some changes, make it better, add some detail, maybe put in some similes or figurative language, show, not tell, adjectives, adverbs. This is what we're looking for. So as an example, this is a student from last year. Now I can see her writing is a bit small, so I would suggest make it a bit bigger. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. and showered with water as hot as lava. I got ready, then left for the bus. So here is 2 sentences. That's all we're looking for. Simple. The next day, 17th from the 16th. Today morning at 6 a.m. I woke up and I was still very sleepy and I wanted to sleep. Full stop. I washed my face and hair, changed into uniform and got into the bus. Full stop. Finally, I walked to class and sat down. So each day she is adding a bit more detail. The next day you can see that it's actually got even better. My alarm started ringing and ringing. I couldn't stand the noise, so I got up. I started yawning and so on. So this is the whole point. We want to keep adding detail, making it better and better, greater detail. That's our focus. When you come in the morning, exactly that.